30 plus independent women are finally hitting the wall, and the 50 plus ones are realizing what comes after invisibility. The same independence they flaunted in their prime doesn't feel so empowering now that the attention is gone and men have shifted their focus to younger, more open-hearted women. Reality always cashes the check, the mindset wrote.
Don't mind the ropes, Nighty. I actually have something I want to say. I don't know when it started, but I realized I started to do this thing where I don't let myself actually feel the things that I feel. I don't let myself admit that it does overwhelm me that I'm 35 and single. Don't let myself feel the full weight of the times that I've been hurt in my life because I don't like to give those people any sort of power over me.
Of course, because you are a strong and independent woman.
I don't even like to say it to myself, let alone publicly, but then I kind of forget a really important piece of the puzzle. Vulnerability and sharing these feelings is where real progress is made. As much as I want to fight it and act like it doesn't get to me, that I'm 35 and I'm single and I don't have any prospects right now, isn't going to change what I really feel. It's hard. It's really hard to sit and admit that I have been hurt. It's hard to sit and admit that I have taken risk on love and it hasn't worked out. It's hard to admit to myself that it's impacted the way that I view dating.
So what changed now? Can you be more submissive now? Can you actually listen to your man? Be a feminine woman? Is that what you're telling us?
But one thing I do know that I really like about myself is the fact that I'm never gonna give up trying. I'm never gonna give up on myself. And even though, yes, I am 35 and single, I'm also 35 with a clean slate. 35 and no longer in a toxic, abusive relationship.
Did she just say she's not gonna give up? Give up on what? Trying to get a man? Trying to get a ring on your finger? Girl, you had your time. Your prime time, 19/25. This is when you're the hottest and men want you. Let me ask you a question. You're 35, you're still single. Why is that? Why is that? Abusive relationship? So you telling me every man you dated was abusive or not good enough for you? To the point where you're still single at 35.
35 and completely supporting myself. And even though it can be so overwhelming and sometimes embarrassing to not be where I thought I was going to be, at least I'm not where I was.
All right, thoughts I have being a single 30-something-year-old living in New York City. I think the thought of not finding your person and falling in love is really scary. But you know what I think is even worse is falling in love, finding your person, and having it be the wrong time and wrong place and it not working out.
So I have decided to give up on pursuing relationships. And the reason why I've decided this is, oh my God, not a whole bunch of them, but there's a few reasons. One is that I'm in my 50s.
Damn.
And I find that for me, 50s is the invisible age when it comes to women. This is just my viewpoint and it seems like my experience. And it seemed like men in their 50s want to date women in their 40s and men in their 40s want to date women in their 40s and 30s. And 20s, and the same thing with men in their 50s, but nobody touches 50s for women.
The wall is undefeated.
Like, we're done for. And of course we're not, but society, you know how that works, right? And so I was on a dating app and I realized that the men who were attracted to me, I wasn't attracted to them, and the men who I was attracted to were not attracted to me.
Rejected.
And so that was very difficult. I did talk to a few of the men that I wasn't immediately attracted to because I read through their profiles. And but I find that when I talk to them, they were great people. It's just that I got to be physically attracted as well, right? And so I take care of myself. I'm very physically active. I like to work out, to run. I'm always on the go. I mean, I'm on the same type of go I was on when I was 35 and 36, 37, 38. I'm not on the relaxation go where, I'm just going to go to a jazz club or get a lawn chair and listen to some blues. I ain't there. That's just not my thing. I am on the go. And so I'm looking for someone with the same energy level. But the ones that have the same energy level aren't interested in me.
Rejected.
So that's the funny part. And then, there are the men who have been married and they're done. They've been married once, twice, 3 times. They've paid alimony, child support, and they're done with that. They're thinking about their future and their retirement, and they cannot take the chance on losing money like that. So it's either cheaper to keep her or just don't get married. I agree with them. I really do. And so I get it. But that's just one of the reasons why I'm just sort of kind of tired of the pursuit, right? And then, there's so many other reasons, but I think those are most of the reasons. And the other thing is that I want someone who's able to accept me right where I am. And when I say where I am, how I look, and not ask me to change my hair or my clothes. I can't do that because I want to trust him and I want him to trust me. And if we can't be on that level of trust, then there's no reason for us to date, because it's crazy to go through a relationship not trusting. It's just really bananas. And I don't know why people do that. It's torture. So I just feel, the last reason is because I am not an Instagram model. No. As you can see, I am just your average attractive woman. I'm not beautiful. I'm not, pretty, but I'm attractive. And I think men at almost all ages, except for maybe over 60, are looking for Instagram models. They're looking for the BBLs, the tiny waistline. I'm not saying all of them are, but it sure does seem like it. And cool. That's cool. But I think that a lot of us are missing out on some really cool, mentally and emotionally stable people like me.
What?
But no one wants to experience. I think people want to experience whatever it is that's out there. And then they want to say that women are crazy. But then I'm here. And many women like me are out here who are ready to be supportive and understanding and loving, and will go to Timbuktu to make sure you're okay.
We don't care.
But I don't think a lot of people want that. I think they want this beauty on their arm, and they're hoping that beauty is stable and emotionally stable. Many of them are, but many of them aren't. And good luck with that. So, I've given up. I'm done. And I'm going to be traveling and I'm going to be doing my thing.
What a surprise.
And I just won't be pursuing it anymore.
She belongs to the